First things first, if you need a hilarious distraction from the misery 2K might have caused you this weekend, check out my first My Career video, which was the last video I posted. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. And second, this video is called Just Do the Best That You Can. 2K20 has had one of the worst launches that I can remember for any 2K, but instead of just complaining about it, I'm going to put a lot of the glitches and the things that need to be patched and fixed right in this video, because the last time I made a suggestion video for 2K, which was the historic teams that should be in 2K20, like 2 days later, damn near half those teams, if not more, were announced for the game. Now, I'm not saying I'm responsible at all. I actually personally believe that they had that planned already, but I figured if I have some kind of secret voodoo power, I might as well use it to fix this game. So without further ado, here are the worst glitches in NBA 2K20 so far. Number 1, the neighborhood was left exactly the same. Oh wait, actually that's not a glitch, that was just false advertising. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just don't know what else to call it, because Ronnie2K is on stream deadass saying that the park that we saw in the trailer wasn't the actual park, and that we could think whatever we wanted to think. And yeah, the only difference so far seems to be the ramen shop that we can't enter. Maybe a new neighborhood is coming in the day 1 patch, which is quickly becoming like the day 4 or 5 patch. I don't know. Anyways, that's not an actual glitch. But there are glitches in park in My Career. This one hasn't happened to me because I actually haven't gotten to the park yet. I'm still going through the prelude and all that because I'm playing other modes on the game, but apparently people's park rep is being frozen, their progression is being frozen. I saw an actual video where people who are playing on the park are not getting any kind of progression after games. They're not getting credited with anything that they should be credited for. So in essence, they're just playing those games just to be playing them. Unless you hit up 2K support. Now, we're gonna have to wait and see how true this is, but I was able to get a screen grab of an email where they say that they can see on their side that the points actually are counting, and that at some point, which they cannot tell you yet, you are going to get all the progress that you've earned. But I wouldn't hold my breath, we'll see. And finally, the last one that I found is that people are saying they are getting stuck with their phone open. So if you open your phone on the park, basically the game is freezing. Again, I have not been there yet, but I saw that way more than once. Turns out that's not the only place the game is freezing. Do you guys remember Play Now Online? That good old very simple mode that has been neglected and destroyed because it doesn't make them any kind of money? Well yeah, as of right now you really can't even play it. I've gotten one game in the last 3 days, one game. Every other time that you log into this mode, immediately like a second or a second and a half later, the game crashes, you get a blue screen. Now the one game is progress because on opening night you couldn't get any games, you could not open this mode at all. The one game I did play, it was extremely laggy, it was piss poor connection, which I didn't get anywhere else. I've been playing my team just fine. I don't know, it might have just been this guy's potato internet, but it'll be a while before I actually get to test that because you can't get into the mode. So that's the only crashing that I can actually confirm so far. In terms of other things that just flat out do not work, aside from the face scan that basically never works, we don't have our names, or a lot of us don't have our names on the back of our jersey in My Career. That's something that it took me a minute to notice, and then I got to Summer League, and yeah, it's not there. Everyone else has names on the back of their jerseys, I do not. Another weird thing, which I don't know if this is a glitch or not, but why in Summer League are they wearing their real game uniforms? Why are the Summer League uniforms not there? Is that coming in the patch? I don't know, it just kind of feels like 2K, sometimes they're really good at details, and this just seems like a really odd one. It makes Summer League feel rather ratchet. But yeah, hopefully I don't have to go through my entire career nameless. And to be honest, I'm not even progressing through my career right now for 2 reasons. One, because I know that the progress is getting stuck for some people and I refuse to be playing games with no progress. Second of all, double teams. And this does not just go for My Career, this goes for the game as a whole. Actually, for all offline modes. If you're playing against the AI CPU, the double teams are broken. Now, according to one of the guys associated with 2K that I saw on Twitter, the engineers are aware of this, but I'm putting this out there because this is definitely a glitch. This is the same one that was in 2K17, and it's happening in the My Team Spotlight series, it's happening in the quick games, happening in My Career. And if you score even like 2 buckets, right, if you become any kind of threat on the floor, regardless of who the player is, the AI is sending double teams basically across half court. So an animation that's not supposed to happen, or a sequence that's not supposed to happen, it's only supposed to happen in the half court, it is happening in full court. It makes the game really easy because, of course, if they come trap you past half court, then somebody is wide open on your offense. It breaks their defense totally. You can run up like 30 assists. This is the same exact thing that happened in NBA 2K17. They're on this one. It's going to be patched because they already know about it, but damn, I have to ask, like, how does this even happen? There's such thing as video game testers out there. I'm pretty sure they play their game before they release it. How do you release it and know that this exists? Unless I don't know anything about video game development. Maybe the version they had didn't have this in it, and then for some reason, the retail version does. I don't know. I'm grasping for straws here. So yeah, I'm not even done with this video yet, and as you can tell, a lot of the modes in this game you can't even really play or enjoy yet. If you do anything offline, this double team glitch is basically going to take all the challenge out of it. You can't go to play now online, and if you're doing my career, your progression might be broken. Literally, the only mode that you can actually play so far would be My Team Online with somebody. So Triple Threat Online, or just a My Team Online game. That's the only one that doesn't have an actual glitch in it right now that will drive you crazy. Yet My Team is apparently not without its problems. First of all, I grabbed a screenshot of somebody who said they bought one of those 20 packs. Ooh, rest in peace, F's in the chat. Them bitches cost like 160 KVC. So anyways, he bought one of those and he said that he got a ton of duplicates and he could not resell them and he could not put them up for auction. So that's 160k VC, and a lot of it's just down the drain. To be honest, I would not spend any VC on this game. If that's you, if you plan to, I would at least wait until they come out with the patch because you might get burned. But there were some people who were not getting burned when the game first came out, because there was a glitch apparently with Triple Threat Offline where they could get 300 tokens. You know, the My Team tokens that you use to buy certain things? Yeah, dudes had like 300, which means they could have went in and bought up like the entire Emerald series. So that is yet another feature that 2K had to take down, and I cannot confirm that it is back up yet. I personally don't use Triple Threat Offline for anything except maybe the challenges if they need me to, but I didn't play it one time last year. I don't know if I plan on it this year, and it's a good thing too because I don't even know when it's coming back. If you wanted to hop onto the Dwayne Wade Spotlight series, because that's the one thing I made a video about during my team, and I said that this thing seemed kind of cool. Well, it is in concept. Of course, the double teams are going to come at you. It's going to take some of the fun at it, but also on top of that, I don't know if this was intended or if this is a glitch. I'm going to call it a glitch though because it's stupid. The players don't sub out. The players on the opposite team do not sub out. And that's something I didn't even realize. I played about 4 challenges and I honestly didn't realize, because the first ones are on like pro and rookie, so I wasn't paying attention. But then I got to one that was on the all-star. It was on all-star difficulty. And it got a little bit challenging right off the bat. So I noticed that Zydrunas Ilgauskas has 5 fouls throughout the third quarter, so I'm about to get him fouled out, right? I get him in the pick and roll. I get him backpedaling. I get the 6th foul, yet he does not sub out. He's playing with 6 fouls with a whole entire another quarter to go. Now I see other guys on the bench. I didn't check if they were all generics or not, but I know the 07 Cavs are in the game regardless. This is the 07 Cavs, so he should have been subbed for somebody. By the way, I didn't even notice until I was just recording this video. Take a look at the 07 Cavs starting lineup. LeBron is at shooting guard, which you're not even supposed to be able to do in my team, but nonetheless, he's at shooting guard. Drew Gooden is at small forward. So take what I said with a grain of salt about the 07 Cavs even being in the game this year. I'm not sure if they are, because Drew Gooden is supposed to be a power forward, and you're supposed to have like Larry Hughes at shooting guard. I don't know. The only reason I even thought to check about this is because Drew Gooden made a 3. He straight up green lighted a 3. Please tell me when Drew Gooden was shooting 3s. I will gladly yield. So did I miss anything? Play now online crashes, double teams, no names on jerseys, Spotlight series does not sub, no new park, which again, I'm not being a dick. In the stream, he literally said that wasn't the park, what we saw in the trailer. I will gladly take an explanation on this one. Otherwise, I will be expecting a new park in the patch. Otherwise, that's literally false advertising. 300 tokens closed the Triple Threat Offline mode. Park rep is frozen, progression is frozen, people getting stuck with their phone open, and not being able to resell on my team, which that one might not affect everybody. I was able to resell on my team, but this guy really got screwed. Yeah, look, if you did not watch my podcast, I released it yesterday. I said at the end, you can live without 2K20 if you're not an avid 2K player. For me, I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to make videos problems with it. I just love to play basketball games, so I'm gonna get it regardless. But if you are somebody who's just gonna play this for like an hour or two sometimes after work, if you're somebody who is so busy with school that the only time you will get to touch this is Saturday night, you don't need this game yet. You don't need this until like October or November. There is nothing in this game that is so drastically different from NBA 2K19 that you just absolutely have to have it. And if you don't have the game but you really want it, don't buy it yet. Don't buy it until you get confirmation that these things are patched, because these are literally broken elements of the game. Right now, our hands are basically tied because, as I said earlier in the video, what mode can we play that doesn't have some glitch? I wanted to play a quick game just to test out some controls from 2K University, but the double teams are screwing that up. If I play my player right now, I have to just trust them that my progression is going to come if it starts freezing. I'm not going to do that, and plus double teams are going to eventually ruin that mode too. I am pretty confident that the Spotlight series is supposed to have substitutions, because that just doesn't make any sense. You're having us do these challenges against these teams and they just don't sub, and if you do get them fouled out, they just don't sub? That doesn't make any sense. I'm about to chill on the Spotlight series for a second because I think that's an actual glitch. And Play Now Online doesn't even work, so literally the only thing you can do in this game right now is My Team Online. That's the only mode where something will not be glitching. Let me not jinx it. Anyways, I will ask today that on top of liking and commenting on this video if you enjoyed, make sure to share it. Share it on Twitter, tag some devs, just so they can come here and see a lot of the issues congregated in one place, because I'm trying to do some good here, alright? It's a broken launch, we're all unhappy, but this is the best we can do. At least try to get some of these things fixed, because to their credit, in NBA 2K17, when I made that video about the double teams, it was fixed like 3 days later, and I don't know if it would have been fixed otherwise, because I remember LD2K telling me they thought they had already fixed it. So yeah, I might just title this video, Do the Best That We Can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.